Huntington Beach, also known as Surf City, USA, is a coastal city located in Orange County, California. With a population of over 200,000 people, it's definitely a popular destination for both residents and tourists alike. The city is known best for its long stretches of sandy beaches, its vibrant downtown area, and this laid-back surf culture that you get here in Huntington. However, like any city, you do have some pros and cons to living here in Huntington Beach that I want you to be aware of, just so that you have a balanced perspective of what it's truly like to live here before you decide to move. Stay tuned for Huntington Beach's pros and cons. Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Garrett Gahn, host of YouTube's Living in OC. I'm a Southern California real estate agent, and if you are looking to buy, sell, relocate to, or just know everything that there is to know about living here in Orange County, California, make sure to subscribe, tap the notification bell because you have certainly found yourself in the right place. So as I mentioned in today's video, we're breaking down the biggest pros and cons to living here in Huntington Beach, California. Let's jump right into it, starting with pro number 1. One of the biggest pros to living in Huntington Beach is the abundance of outdoor activities that are available for you to take advantage of. The city's beaches are a major draw to this area, with miles of very wide beaches and world-famous surf breaks. Huntington's beaches are a very popular spot for swimming, sunbathing, and of course surfing. And if you are a dog person, you'll be super excited to hear that Huntington has one of the only dog-exclusive beaches around. You can bring your dog down to the dog beach and let them enjoy the sun, the sand, and the water off leash. In addition to the beaches, there are several parks and nature preserves in the area as well, such as the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve and the Huntington Beach Wetlands. These areas are great and they provide opportunities for hiking, some of the best bird watching in the country, and other outdoor activities. With that said, let's take a shift and look at con number 1 to living in Huntington Beach. Now, there are some downsides to living in Huntington, and the biggest con, in my opinion, would be the cost of living. The city is one of the most expensive in Orange County, and the housing prices can be quite steep. The average home price here in Huntington is a little over $1 million, which may make it quite difficult for residents to live here. Also, the city's popularity as a tourist destination can also drive up some of the goods and services in the area. I will say though, if you can afford the housing here in Huntington Beach, you can almost certainly afford to live here. Most of your other bills here in Huntington will be much more in line with the national averages, and actually utilities here tend to be slightly lower than the national average as a whole. Moving on to pro number 2. So another pro to living in Huntington Beach is the city's strong sense of community. The city does have a vibrant downtown area with a collection of restaurants, shops, and nightlife options. This Main Street area is home to many festivals and events throughout the year as well, such as the US Open of Surfing, and it's also home to the International Surfing Museum. Huntington Beach also hosts one of the largest 4th of July events in all of the country. These events do bring residents and visitors together, creating this strong sense of community and culture that you can really feel if you do live here. And it is a huge reason why I personally love being a resident here in Huntington Beach. Moving on to con number 2. Certainly another con to living in Huntington Beach is the traffic. The city's location between Los Angeles and Orange County means that it can be a major bottleneck for commuters. During rush hour, it can definitely take some time to get through the city, and waiting at stoplights can be a little frustrating. This can be especially challenging for those who have to commute to school or work in Los Angeles or nearby cities. Rush hour can certainly turn into a rush 3 hours, especially during that 5 to 7 p.m. time frame, pretty much anywhere you're going to live in Los Angeles or Orange County. Shifting over to pro number 3. Not only is Huntington situated along these wide stretches of coastline, It is also situated right in between Los Angeles and Orange County, making it very ideal for those who want to take advantage of both worlds. The city is within easy driving distance to Los Angeles, given you're not going during that 5 to 7 p.m. time frame, providing Huntington residents with access to many of LA's cultural and entertainment options. At the same time, Orange County delivers more of a suburban feel, with a slightly lower cost of living and a just quieter pace of life. Lastly, the city's popularity as a tourist destination can be a downside for the residents that live here. During the summer months, the beaches here can become extremely crowded. I will say though, Huntington Beach as compared to other Orange County beaches is much wider, and you're going to have a little bit less of a struggle finding a place to lay your towel in the summer. The city's downtown area can definitely become a little overcrowded though, especially during the summer months, making it difficult to navigate the streets and find parking. So, in conclusion, Huntington Beach is a very vibrant and beautiful city with a strong sense of community and a variety of outdoor activities. However, the high cost of living, the traffic, and the crowds can be a downside for the residents that live here. Ultimately, when choosing whether or not to live in Huntington Beach, it's just going to come down to your individual preferences and your lifestyle needs. And that sums up today's video on some of the main pros and cons to living in Huntington Beach, California. If you do have any questions whatsoever about Huntington Beach or just what it's like to live here in Orange County, California, do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. I help people to relocate to this area for a living, and I would love to hear from you. Other than that, if you did find any value in today's video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps me out tremendously, and definitely consider subscribing as I am dropping multiple videos a week for all things living in Orange County, California. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.